Well, just a youngster in the crowd.
Well, I'm one of the youngsters in the crowd, and I will say that
Born since the Civil Rights Act, Voting Rights Act.
born since the Voting Rights Act, yes, and there are at least 3 of us up here. And oftentimes, and we saw a quote, and we use that we stand on the shoulders of people like John Lewis and the Reverend Martin Luther King and Nancy Pelosi and Jim Clyburn and Eleanor Holmes Norton and others who came before us to make sure that we had every opportunity in the world. We could go to any school we wanted to. We could sit anywhere we wanted to on the back of the bus. And watching their sacrifice and their fight to give us the right to vote increases our energy and our commitment to making sure that everybody has that right. And the leader talked about Citizens United. What we're doing today is we're just trying to equal the playing field again. Corporations have all these rights now while regular voters are fighting to get to the polls, and our grandmothers who have to scrounge up and make sure that they have their voter ID as they go to the polls when corporations can give as much as they want and not tell what they're doing. This is about what makes America the country that it is. And that's the fact that we believe that the more people that are engaged in the governing of this great democracy, the better the country will be. So as we strive to continue to make this a more perfect union, the feelings yesterday when they didn't stand up, when they talked about the Voting Rights Act, was a sense of disappointment and a sense of hurt that we can't all agree that everyone participating in a democracy is a fundamental right and it's one of the most important things in our society. So as the beneficiaries of the 1965 Voting Rights Act and the 1964 Civil Rights Act, we feel an inherent obligation to make sure that we go out and engage our young people in the fact that you can determine your own future, you can determine your own destiny, and you can determine the destiny of this great country. So we just want to thank the leader and Congressman Clyburn for including us and making sure that every time we talk about young people, they make sure young people are at the table. So as we talk about the debt and the deficit, our leader makes sure that she talks to college students and that young people have a seat at the table so that we can express our voice. So because of that, that's what makes our party so great, so inclusive, because at the end of the day, we don't make decisions for people. We bring them to the table so they can have a voice. And for that, we will be forever grateful, and we will continue to do what we have to do to make sure we honor those who came before us and paved the way.